To throw on second down. McDonald. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10, right at the 30. Now following the interception, here's Newton. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A fantastic connection that time. Newton to Funchess. 54 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the red zone now, Newton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Gano out to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And here now come the Falcons. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one. And what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Looking to throw. McDonald. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. McDonald. Buying time to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
He's going to let one go deep for Parker. This is caught inside the 15. A big play on 3rd down for the Falcons. 64 yards.
Well, they just treated 3rd and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the first down and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers. Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDonald dancing to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Steps away, and he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. It's their quarterback with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. Prater for the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Being chased out left. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Here's Newton now on second down. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Newton on third down. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
Come on now.
On first down, Newton. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. Open man left side is Wallace, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Come on now.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Out of the gun, Newton. That is caught inside the 5. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
All right, here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big-time play there for the Falcons. And even 60 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
No. Check. Patriot.
Throwing on first down. McDonald. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
All right, here we go.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. McDonald. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. As his guys are in for 6. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Carolina getting set to take the field.
They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Gun.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Ted McKinley. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
To throw on second down is Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Grady Jarrett able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Newton. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Tack McKinley in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. And scoring yet again, the Colts extend that lead. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hurry up, here we go. 3.
On 1st down, McDonald. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, McDonald. His throw incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, McDonald. And it's complete. Hooper. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there of 22. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, McDonald, and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Back to throw. McDonald, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Gun! 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 Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Throwing on 3rd and long. McDonald. Now he's forced out left. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick, there on the coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Newton on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. And the Falcons going to use another timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Throwing to start the drive. McDonald, and he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 72 yards. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. So we get set to start this 3rd quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
To throw on second down. McDonald going for the deep ball. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And the return will stop right around the 25.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Newton now to throw. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Newton. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, Newton. He's going to look deep for Perriman. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Carolina. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDonald, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Panthers have recovered.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him.
On the ball, on the ball, on the ball, on the ball.
Following the fumble recovery, Newton. And that's going to be caught by Funchess for a Carolina touchdown. Cam Newton with his 5th touchdown pass of the game. And the Panthers use their short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though,
Yeah.
because you're exactly
You
right.
like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw on 2nd down, McDonald. He sets to fire deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. On 3rd down, McDonald. That's complete to Meredith. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Leopard! Leopard!
On 1st and 10, McDonald. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Off the play fake, McDonald. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Set! 319! 319!
Throwing on 3rd and long. McDonald. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Express!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And taken right on the 30. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. A check of the scoreboard there in the 3rd and Baltimore. And that one pretty well wrapped up. The Bengals growing the lead even further. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
No, check. Patriots!
Off play action. McDonald swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Now let's go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And finding the tight end Hooper. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. From the gun, McDonald. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Back to the air on 2nd down. McDonald, and he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 16. Looking to throw. McDonald escaping the pressure right. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Now he's flushed out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Looking to throw on second down. Newton, Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
Now it's Freeman. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Freeman again. And he gets it down to the 32. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaq Thompson in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It's complete to Parker, left side. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Panthers will get the football back. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
There we go.
Now Newton on 1st down. Funchess with a catch over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there of 22. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Oh, now he bowls him over. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Gano now to add the extra point. Gano the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Gano out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
Gun! 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 All right, here we go.
Throwing on first down. McDonald, they'll set up the screen for Freeman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
4 down, 4 down.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. To throw on second down. McDonald. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards on the play.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch. But you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. On second down, here's Smith. And now running right through it. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Operating from the gun. McDonald dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And avoids the contact by sliding. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. On first down, McDonald. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. One final shot. They'll look to throw.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.